Warning! The following video is about a film that is appropriately rated R. If you're too young to see R-rated movies or don't like films that are filled with violence and extremely crude humor, I suggest you stop watching and watch something else instead. Viewers' discretion is advised. Hello and welcome to Dudw Productions. I'm your host Dudw and welcome to my show. Here we talk about media, from movies, to shows, to games, and the occasional book. Whether they be good, bad, just okay, or even a guilty pleasure, I'm here to talk about them with some poorly drawn animations to help me out. Are you ready? Well, grab your controller and press start because here we go! Really? Just a few new images and a changed color scheme? That's it? Superheroes are symbols of peace. They prefer not to kill, but will use force to protect those not as strong as them, always having a sense of justice to protect and serve the world they live in. But then there's the anti-hero. This is the character that does things based on however they feel, and will help the hero sometimes, but they mainly do things to help themselves. Such as Deadpool, Marvel's own foul-mouthed, violent, fourth-wall-breaking merc with a mouth. The character caught the attention of actor Ryan Reynolds after Deadpool had made a joke about Reynolds in one of his comics, and after falling in love with the character because of that, Reynolds wanted to star in a film about the character, and he got his wish! Kinda. You see, in X-Men Origins Wolverine, Deadpool did make an appearance, and Ryan Reynolds did play him, but the character was completely different from his comic book interpretation. While I haven't seen the film myself, I could imagine all of the anger that fans had for this version of the beloved character. But Reynolds persevered in getting a Deadpool movie made done right. And after years of negotiating and having test footage be leaked online, which got a lot of positive reception, Fox finally gave the green light for a Deadpool movie, with an R rating. Because the sequel is set to come out in just a couple of months, let's have a look at the 2016 hit known as Deadpool. Wade Wilson is a mercenary who does small jobs, such as scaring away stalkers from high school girls. He meets an escort named Vanessa, and the two fall in love in the most R-rated way possible. Oh well, it's a believable relationship in execution, just watch the film. But after this commercial break, before another train wreck as Wade puts it, he gets diagnosed with terminal cancer. And as it turns out, a mysterious organization says that not only can they cure Wade, but they can even give him superpowers. Without Vanessa's knowledge, he takes the treatment. But it turns out he was selling himself into slavery to be made into a weapon for war and goes under months of torture. Luckily, Wade escapes and gets the ability of super healing. But unluckily, the experiments on him left him unable to be seen as the guy schoolgirls would be all over. Aw, it's okay, Wade. I'm not that much of a looker either. I didn't even become Prince at our school dance. Oh wait, I did. Moving on. Afraid of what Vanessa might think of him, he decides to go after the people that turned him into handsomer Freddy Krueger, under the identity Deadpool, while also getting into some shenanigans with the X-Men, but only Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, because those were the only ones the studio could afford. The movie has a very self-aware sense of humor, where it makes fun of whatever it wants, from breaking the fourth wall, to pointing out cliches from other movies, even making fun of Reynolds' previous attempts at superhero films. It can make the movie so entertaining to watch because of how self-aware and even crude it can get. Yeah, this movie isn't for the kids, especially when it comes to the action scenes, with shooting, stabbing, and heads getting chopped off galore. Still though, it feels like without the R-rated elements, the film wouldn't be as good as it is. I mentioned how Wade and Vanessa fall in love in the most R-rated way possible, but thanks to this montage of love, it gives you a reason to care about them. Plus, with how the montage goes, it becomes hilarious with where they go with it. But then there's the matter of Deadpool himself. He's a guy who's violent, sex-driven, foul-mouthed, crude, and is so hasadiga to everyone, and yet he's a pretty likable character. Again, his relationship with Vanessa makes him surprisingly believable. He's scared of what Vanessa will think of him if she sees him as the way he is. I mean, you can see where that's going to go, but it makes him feel human and understandable. Plus, he's hilarious. Actually, something I found kind of surprising is that some moments of the film are kind of serious. I know you need serious moments in your movie so that the audience can care about what's going on, but I almost felt like I was watching a different movie when they came on. But that's not a problem, I'm just pointing it out. Honestly, aside from the material of the film being too mature for younger viewers and this scene where Deadpool possibly shoots a woman, there's not much else that's negative I could say about the film. Deadpool does what it sets out to do, make a fun and action-packed movie about its title character. It has plenty of laughs for the people looking for a comedy with some good action for comic book fans. If you haven't seen Deadpool already, I recommend it for those who want a good comic book movie to watch. It even works as a film to watch on Valentine's Day actually, since there's the whole relationship aspect of the film. With Deadpool 2 coming out in a couple of weeks, I'll surely be checking it out in theaters. Though the director is different for this one, and there was some mix-ups about how the test audiences reacted to it, but I'm sure that Deadpool 2 will continue the fun that we had last time.